And 20 miles an hour. That will aid any balls hit out to left today. Waterloo coming into this game with a 3-2 record, losing mighty handily in the game on Tuesday against Lakeside Lutheran, 15-1. And the Pumas coming into this game 3-0 after an 11-0 victory over Cambridge on Tuesday. All 11 runs scored in the first inning in that one. So the batting lineup for Waterloo: Wyatt Toy to lead off, Emmanuel Granados batting second, Avery Peachy back down to JV batting third, Dylan Ruffner in the cleanup spot, Dylan batting fourth, Ryan Hunter in the fifth spot, Luis Perez Garcia will be batting sixth, Braden Sayer in the seventh hole, Caden Ring in the eighth hole, Leo Rodriguez batting ninth, and in the 10th spot as the extra hitter, Brody Shaner. That is Toy, Granados, Peachy, Rufner, Hunter, Perez Garcia, Sayer, Ring, Rodriguez, and Shaner. So I am without my headset today. Somehow I left that at home. Opening pitch to Toy is down low, ball. Second pitch to Toy is up high, ball two. Toy ahead, 2-0 count. Next pitch to him is outside a ball. He's way ahead, 3-0. And 3-0 to Toy is in there for a strike at 70, top of the zone. Toy, the customary leadoff hitter for the JV this season. 3-1 count. Toy comes up empty. He's full count, 3-2. And Toy with a grounder foul outside of the Waterloo dugout. And we'll do it again at 3-2. Taking that one on the corner for a strikeout. So 1 out, bases loaded, brings up Emmanuel Granados. Still looking for his first hit on the season. First pitch, Granados is outside a ball. Outside ball, 2-0. And that's down low to Granados, 3-0. Well, let's see if we can get a base runner on. Back-to-back 3-0 counts. And just outside, 4 straight pitches to Granados, and he is on first. Brings up Avery Peachy. He will be on the bump to start the game for the Pirates. And first pitch to Peachy is outside a ball, 5 straight balls. Granados with about a step and a half to almost 2-step lead over there, coming home and taking for a strike. Throw down to second. Granados is under the tag. A stolen base for Granados. So runner in scoring position now for Peachy in a 1-1 count. And Peachy hitting the shoulder. Thank goodness that was his fielding arm and not his pitching arm. So first and second now for Waterloo. With 1 down. Brings up Dylan Rufner, who leads the team in plunked batters with 3 this season. Didn't happen to him this time. That ball pitches high, ball 1. 1-0 to Rufner. And comes up empty on that 70-mile-an-hour fastball. Even now at a ball and a strike. Leaves that one alone, hits it at the knees in the outside corner. He's behind 1-2. If Rufner were to reach, Ryan Hunter waits on deck. That's outside ball. Good take by Rufner. 2-2. Rufner stays alive right in front of the camera. That must have been fun to watch. We'll have to look at the replay on that one. Probably read the word Rawlings right on it when it hit the fence. 2-2 count. Rufner lays off that curveball, and it's full. And Rufner with a fly out to left. That is foul. So we'll do it again at 3-2. Almost went in the frisbee disc goal over there. Three-two count to Rufner. And fake throw over to second. Nobody really covering over there. Granados not a problem getting back. First baseman playing behind Peachy at first. He's got about a 4-step lead over there. And that is on the outside corner at 73. So 2 outs now, and Hunter will be up. Needs to get his catching gear off here. That is down at the knees at 70 miles an hour. Hunter behind 0-1. Hunter takes a hack at that one and fouls that one back into the fence. He's behind 0-2. Perez Garcia waits on deck if Hunter were to reach. And Hunter goes down swinging. So the 3 outs recorded via the strikeout for the Pumas, Waterloo Strands 2. And through a half inning of play, it is Waterloo nothing. So we'll set the Waterloo defense here for you. I already mentioned that Peachy will be on the bump. Behind the plate, Ryan Hunter. First base, Dylan Ruffner. Second base, Luis Perez Garcia. At short, Luis Rodriguez, excuse me. No, that's Leo Rodriguez. And over at third base is Wyatt Toy. Your outfielders left to right. Caden Ring in left. Center field manned by Emmanuel Granados. And right field, Braden Sayer. And Peachy will complete his warm-up tosses, and we'll be back to live baseball here shortly. So, Waterloo scoreless in the top of the first. Let's see if we can match that here. Peachy's first pitch is down low. Ball one. And that is right in there, swinging strike. 1-1. Peachy delivers. Curveball just misses on the outside corner. 1-2. 2-1, excuse me. Up high. 3-1. Hits the corner at 64. Peachy's brought it back to full. And that is a swing and a miss. Tip ball actually into Hunter's glove. And for the first out of the inning. Peachy hits that one right down the middle. He's ahead 0-1. Couple of brave souls out there sporting short sleeves for the Pirates. Peachy hits the outside corner. He's quickly ahead 0-2. Curveball swung on and missed. So back-to-back strikeouts for Peachy. And left-handed batter now steps in the batter's box. Something Waterloo doesn't use very often because they don't have any. There's one on varsity. That's down the middle at the knees, 67. And swung on and missed at 69 on the edge. He's ahead 0-2. And a curveball too short. Passed. Rodriguez and into left. So a 2-out single for the Pumas. Brings up their cleanup hitter, number 22. Step and a half lead over there for the runner at first. Rufner holding him on. Coming home at the bottom of the zone for a strike.
Cover the bag.
Peachy's found something after the first batter getting ahead here. Peachy coming home, and it's foul tip. Peachy ahead 0-2 here. Let's see if he can get the out. Runner at first is taken off, and foul tip off Hunter's face mask. Puma's cleanup hitter able to fight off that curveball. And we'll do it again at 0-2. Let's see if the runner from first is taken off again. Peachy may want to look over there. Nope, he's coming home, taking off again. Ball out. Throw is down to second. Nobody's at second. Perez Garcia a little bit up the second base side there. That's really the shortstop's play there. Rodriguez got to get a little bit closer to take that throw. So runner on second with 2 down. Peachy ahead 1-2. Pitch is coming in at the knees for a strikeout. So the Pumas with a 2-out single and a stolen base, and they strand a runner at second. Through an inning of play, it is Waterloo nothing, Pumas nothing. Due up for the Pirates in their half of inning number 2. Perez Garcia, Sayer. Okay, back to live baseball with Perez Garcia standing in. Second baseman for the Pirates today. Takes that first pitch outside a ball. And swung on and missed. Even at a ball and a strike. Might have been a smidge high, but couldn't lay off. And that's another one swung on and missed. 1-2 count to Luis. Fouled straight back in my face. And we'll do it again at 1 and 2.
1-2.
Luis, whose real name is Jose. Luis is his middle name. He likes to go by Luis. So that's what we'll call him. And swung on and missed for out number 1. Brings up Sayer, the right fielder, and swung on and missed. 0-1. And Braden comes up empty on that one. He's behind 0-2. And struck out swinging 3 straight pitches. 2 down in the Pirate half of inning number 2. Base is empty. And brings up Caden Ring, who lets that one go by, but it hits the outside corner for a strike. And that one is on the outside corner for a strike as well. And on the edge. So quick work of the 6, 7, 8 hitters for Waterloo. And through an inning and a half, it remains Waterloo nothing, Poynette.
Better up.
5, 6, and 7 hitters do it for the Pumas in their half of inning number 2. And that's in there for a strike. The wind is picking up here a little bit. Trying to control that, but difficult without my headset. And that is a foul tip that falls into Hunter's glove for another strike. Peachy ahead quickly, 0-2. Curveball up high, misses. Not a bad waste of a pitch there. And Peachy tries to overthrow that one. I think it's stuck in his thumb there. Down low and outside. 2-2. And hit his wrist. And runner aboard. Curveball that did not curve. Hit off the top of his wrist. So runner on first. holds. Peachy throw down to first. Hunter trying to throw behind the runner, but the runner was heads up. Had to slide back head first. Rufner was ready for that. Peachy ahead 0-1. Big lead over there at first. He's going. Pitches down low. And Hunter eats it. So Poynette with a runner in scoring position now, this time with nobody out. Curveball misses inside. 2-1. The count. That misses down low. 3-1. Down low.
Block, Ryan.
So a hit batter and a walk. And the Pumas with runners on first and second. Peachy up high with that curveball. That one's in there for a strike. That's in there. Grounder foul over to the third base coach. Used both hands on that time. Was able to field it. Peachy ahead, 1-2. Still nobody out here in the bottom of the second. Popped up. And that will be over the fence. Hunter still gives chase. And we'll do it again at 1-2. And swung on and popped up. And out of play again. Straight over the fence. Straight over home plate, I should say. Down low, bounces in there. 2-2. And a grounder past third into left. Runner will hold at third, and bases are now loaded with nobody out.
All right, here we go, bud.
That is just low. Curveball misses outside. 2-0. Up high. So bases loaded and count is 3-0. That's up high. So first run on the board is done by the base on balls. Base is still loaded. That's in there on the corner. And that is swung on and missed. He's ahead 0-2. And fouled straight back. We'll do it again.
Just look at it.
0-2. Let it lay there. I say things like that. Up high. That's right in there at the corner. And finally, the first out of the inning, recorded by the backwards K. Base is still loaded, looking to maybe turn 2 here.
This one here.
And swung on and missed. And that is fouled into the netting. 0-2 with 1 out. And bases loaded still. And that is hung on, coming home. Shoveled a. Well, you got Peachy and Rufner both covering. Throw was up first base line. He might have been able to slide in under that, but it's just a 1-2 count now. And that is down low. Good stop that time by Hunter. 2-2. It's behind you. And that is in there. Popped up, and Hunter next to the fence. And oh, wind kind of took it all over the place on that one. Good attempt there by Hunter. But it's just another strike.
The wind took it. Well, it did. Who's here? The wind pushed it that way. That's the way the wind's going.
And swung on and missed at the top of the zone. 2 outs now. Force at any base.
Get the out here.
Peachy delivers right there at the top of the zone. And tried to hit the outside corner and missed. Even in a ball and a strike. And Peachy misses up top with that one. And it's 2-1. Misses down low and outside, 3-1.
Right there. Get him.
Coach Merkel now on the edge of the dugout steps there, maybe coming out if Peachy were to walk this one. Just for a quick talk. And there it is. Ball, and then Merkel almost got hit there. Takes a step out of the dugout and almost takes one off the melon. So 3-2, runners will get a head start with 2 outs. Peachy delivers in there for a called strike 3. And the inning is, side is retired. But the Pumas pick up 1, strand 3. And through 2 innings of play, it is Poynette 1 and the So only 3:05 down both foul lines. Wind is blowing almost left to right now. No flagpole out here, I can't tell. Well, the football flags at the top of the poles that are about 80 yards away are blowing out to left, so we'll go with that. So 9-10 and back to the top of the order. Leo Rodriguez, Rudy Shaner, and Wyatt Toys scheduled in the Pirate half of inning number 3. So Leo steps in. First pitch to him is swung on and missed. That is on the outside corner. 0-2. Up high. 1-2. That's up high. Good check of his swing there. 2-2. And that is swung on and missed. 4 straight strikeouts for the Puma pitcher. Brings up Brody Shaner. That's up ball 1. No lights at this field, so hopefully we'll be able to get a full 7 innings in. That is at the bottom of the zone for a strike. a foul into the netting, and he's behind 1 and 2. And swung on and missed. Two down. And back to the top of the order in Wyatt Toy. And Toy with a tapper foul in front of the Puma bench. And Toy behind that one. He's behind 0 and 2. Curveball swung on and missed, 60 miles an hour. What a change of pace on that one. And Wyatt Toy goes down via the strikeout. So good work in the third inning for the Pirates. As we head to the bottom of the third, they trail it 1-0.
Use this new figurative language too.
So first pitch, the bottom of the third, hits the inside corner at the knees. And that is down low. Wind blowing right into the microphone here. And Peachy. Looks like he tried a backup slider there and missed inside. 2-1. And that is a pop fly out to center. Granados giving chase. And off of Rodriguez's glove, but not far enough for the runner to advance to third. And a leadoff double in the bottom of the third for the Pumas.
Tell your left fielder too.
All right, better up.
Opposite field.
Yeah.
First pitch is grounded foul and out of play.
Send it home.
Coming home down low, gets back to the fence. And the runner will advance to third on the wild pitch. So the Pumas' second run is 90 feet away in a 1-1 count. That just misses low. 2-1. And down low, 3-1. Edge of the zone, back to 3-2. And a shot out to left over Ring's glove, and another double for the Pumas, and they lead it 2-0. And that is in their swinging strike. And up high, Peachy's head almost flies off. 1 ball and 1 strike. And a grounder through the hole into left. And runners on the corners with nobody out. Looks like Peachy's on an island out there. I don't see any movement by Coach Merkel to come out and talk to him. So Peachy relatively efficient in inning number 1. Ran into some trouble last inning. Poynette strands the bases loaded. So stolen base. And down low, gets back to the fence. No advance by the runner from third. 1-1 count. That's down low. Short arm it. Up high, ball 3-2. First base is open, but we'd like to get it out. And that is swung on and missed at the bottom of the zone. Possibly a little bit below that. So 1 out now with runners on second and third. Up high. Inside tight. 2-0. Side. That's down the middle for a strike. 2-1.
Nobody help me out much. That was
No, just in.
Just misses inside. 3-1. And that is down low. Bases are loaded for the Pumas. Force at any bag now. Maybe a chance to turn a double play and get out of here with no damage. Ball just the bottom of the zone. Misses. And that's a pop-up. Who wants it? Looks like Leo's going to take it and will make the jumping catch in the outfield. Grass dips down a little bit there. But we'll take it for the second out. Now there's a force at any bag. Nice to retire that leadoff hitter. That is in there for a strike at 59. Took a little something off that. Just misses outside.
1-1.
And swung on and missed. Peachy ahead 1-2. And that is a grounder into the Waterloo dugout. Actually just under Coach Merkel's hand. Pitch, here it is. Fouled in the netting. He's staying alive. Just misses outside at 60. 2-2 count. That's a grounder back to Peachy. He has that one and will underhand over to Rufner for the third out of the inning. So Peachy gets out of it. Strands the bases loaded again. Through 3 innings of play, it is Poynette 2, So Granados
Honey, man.
first pitch to him is in there for a called strike.
For the first pitch. I said, look for the first pitch.
Up high to Granados, even at a ball and a strike.
Ball, ball, ball.
And Granados can't hold off on that high fastball, and he's behind 1-2.
72.
And hits the outside corner at 75. So one down
One out.
Come on, Avery.
and nobody up. Peachy reached first in the first on a hit batter. Curveball, Peachy way out in front.
Wait for it, buddy.
And that is a curveball outside, 1-1.
1-1.
And foul tip into the glove.
1-2.
Avery.
Come on, AP. Head down.
And Peachy lines one out into left center. That will drop for a base hit. Peachy digging around first. He's trying to hit the second, and he will be in there with a double.
Nice job, AP.
So shortened his swing with 2 strikes and poked one out into left center.
We want another one.
Nice job, AP.
So it brings up Rufner with Peachy on second. And that is up high. Just brought his bat out of the way in time. And Rufner off the bat. Wind kicking up here a little bit.
1-1.
As you can probably see the dust flying. And I guess that means that it is going out to left. Rufner 1-1. And a step off by the Puma pitcher.
Come on, Dylan.
Rufner can't leave that high pitch alone. He's behind 1-2. And a step off again.
Owen, stay close. Wants to go.
And a throw back to second, and he's under the tag. Well, if he's going to creep towards second, Rufner's got that hole wide open in the right side. Throw to second, and it's off the base, and will be into center field. No throw to third. And Peachy is in there standing. So 1 out and a runner on third, and a Rufner with a 1-2 count. Chance for Waterloo to be on the scoreboard here. And number 2 via the strikeout. Brings up Ryan Hunter.
Come on, Ryan, you got a runner out there.
Touch.
And on the outside corner, misses. Ball 1. Up high ball, 2-0. May possibly be pitching around Hunter to get to Perez Garcia. And Hunter swings at that one, 2-1.
Come on, Ryan.
Sit on that fastball and drive it. And that hit the outside corner, 3-2 now.
Come on, Ryan.
And Hunter with a shot out to center. That's going to fall. And Peachy comes in to score. And Waterloo cuts the lead in half. It's 2-1.
That bat sounded dead.
Ding.
I don't care, it worked. So the last 2 hits by Waterloo coming off the end of the bat. And Leo Rodriguez shoots one through the gap. His first pitch swinging, and we got runners on first and second with 2 down. Everything goes on 2. Isn't that the way they say it? So, up high, leaves that one alone. 1-0 to Braden Sayer. That's on the outside corner. 1-1 the count. That's in there as well. Braden's behind 1-2. That is fouled. Hit his wrist as he swung. That's a foul ball. It's because he swung, but I think he's just going to take a little time out over here at first base. Here he comes back. I'm not even sure he can grip the bat. Yeah, his hand's pretty stationary at this point in time. So hand being part of the bat, and he swung, and that's what it hit. So headed to the bottom of the fourth, and we're going to have a straight switch with Rufner and Peachy. So Rufner will come on to pitch, and Peachy will come on to play first. Guessing that maybe Sayer will no longer be in right field, and right field will be manned by Shaner. I'm trying to get a confirmation on that. Yes, that is true. Shaner takes over for Sayer in right. So 3 changes for Waterloo in the lineup. 1 replacement and then 1 straight switch. So Waterloo cut into that lead. Peachy with 2 strikes on him, puts a double out into left center, hits off the end of the bat. Ends up advancing to third on an error on a pickoff attempt to second. Hunter comes in and drops one into center field, and Peachy comes in to score. And that's the Pirates. 1 run. Rufner just misses outside. He's behind 2-0. You buddy. And misses inside. 3-0. That is in there for a strike. 3-1 now. There's 3-2. Dylan finding something here. And that is a liner pass, Rodriguez at short into left field. So with nobody out, runner on first. Through 4.5 innings complete at Pocket Park in Poynette. Varsity trails Poynette 1-0. Over to first. And nice backhand stop by Peachy. Runner back in time. Varsity Pirates only with 2 hits in the game. 1 by Shroud and 1 by Bullock. That's outside. Throws behind the runner. Peachy ready, but Puma runner back in time. Misses outside. 2-0 count with nobody out. And Rufner spins one in there. Couldn't hold off. Rufner still behind 2-1. Couldn't spin that one inside. We're over the plate. He's behind 3-1. Runner leads from first. Rufner coming home. That's in there for a strike at 60. Full count. Thrown over to first. They got him picked off. Sounds like they're going to call a balk. Balk warning. So runner will be safe at second on the balk. 3-2 count. And Rufner delivers. That's in there for a strike at 65. Put a little extra on that one. So 1 out, runner on second. That's in there for a strike. Outside a ball.
1-1.
All right, Dylan.
And on the inside corner, Rufner ahead 1-2. And fouled at the top of the zone. And we'll do it again at 1-2.
1-2.
And popped up to third. Toy giving chase. And caught over there by Rodriguez. Nice catch over there. Had the better angle than Toy did and was able to put it away on the foul line for the second out of the fourth.
All right, you guys, come on.
So runner still on third for second out for the Pumas, excuse me. But 2 big outs. And Tapper to third. Toy's got that one and throws on to first. And Peachy keeps his foot on the bag to retire the side. Through 4 innings of play, Pumas still lead it. So top of the fifth starts out with a ball. Same pitcher remains for the Pumas. And swung on and missed. Big cut by Ring. Just a little bit behind it. And Ring behind that one.
1-2.
And on the outside, misses. 2-2. Come on, Chase, drive it, buddy. And he leaves that one alone, 3-2. Poynette is up high. He checked his swing. Oh. Yeah, no swing. So, ball 4. There was appeal down to first base by the home plate umpire, and the first base umpire said no swing. So, Waterloo with a runner aboard in the top half of inning number 5 brings up Leo Rodriguez. Ring with a 1.5 lead over there, up high to Rodriguez, 1-0. Rodriguez, Shaner, and back to the top of the order. And Rodriguez takes that one down the middle for a strike. And holding, Rodriguez comes up empty on that one. Come on, Leo.
There was 3 votes for that.
And Leo behind that one for the first out of the inning. Brings up Brody Shaner, with Ring still on first. And Brody lays off of that, but it's in there for a strike. Step and a half lead over there at first. Up high, but Shaner can't hold up. He's behind 0-2. Toy waits on deck. And we'll get a chance unless there's double play ball here. And strike 3. So 2 down and a runner on first. And Toy stands in. And Toy with a grounder to third. Loves that and on to first. And just out by half a step. Throw was low. And it will be dug out by the first baseman. And the side is retired. So Waterloo strands a runner in their half of inning number 5. And the Pumas lead it. So a single to right. Plates another run for the Pumas. 3-1. And throw over to first. Back in time.
1-1.
Yeah, I know. I just thought it. Said she needed me.
And a grounder tapper foul out in front of the Poynette bench.
1-2.
And Rufner ahead 1-2.
We might have an extra day. You know that black line thing that was in there? That was actually
And just high and outside. 2-2.
I don't know even where it came from.
Rufner's got the one he likes now. And there it is. And a little number to third. Toy's got it. Throws back to first, but the runner's back in time.
Nice catch, Wyatt. Nice throw.
1-0.
So one down in the bottom of the fifth. Still with a runner on second.
Yeah, can you remove that one? I put a laughing
And a spinner back to the top of the order. That is hit well. And that is over Granados' head. He reaches, obtains it by the fence. Throws it into second. And a double. Second and third with one out.
1-0.
Well, swinging at the first pitch. And popped up. Who wants it? Leo is going to take that one, and we'll put it away for the second out.
Get it in.
So 2 down and 2 runners in scoring position. Poynette already won in the inning, leading this 3-1. And Riffin spins that one in there and tap foul behind the plate. He's ahead on 1.
Dude, those are my pants.
I wondered why they were so good.
And at the bottom of the zone,
Keep it up, Dylan.
and Riffner ahead 0-2. Where you're fine. Up high. We got helicopters in left field here, and Rufner misses outside. Not landing, mind you, just going overhead. Can't quite see it in the camera. And Rufner tries to spin one in there and misses outside. 3-2.
Take care of yourself. Got it.
Be good to take care of this one, not get bases loaded. And Rufner spins one in and hits the batter. And that will be bases loaded with 2 out. Rufner will throw back to first. Just back in time. Peachy sneaking in behind the first base runner on that last play. Dylan Rufner delivers home, and the Puma batter comes up empty. He's ahead on 1. And delivers home again. Ooh, just misses down low. Even at a ball and a strike. And that one misses outside. 2-1. Popped up and out of play over the Waterloo dugout. And it's 2-2. Bases loaded, 2-2 count with 2 outs in the bottom of the 5th. Rufner delivers and swung on and missed for the 3rd out of the inning. So Poynette strands the bases loaded again, but picks up a run. And we're headed to the top of the 6th with the Pumas. All right, 2, 3, and 4 hitters up for Waterloo in their half of inning number 6. 2, 3, 4. Sounds like 2, 3, 4 runs to me. We're going to need it to get back into this game, or at least get it within striking distance. It is only 2 right now. Outside a ball. Puma's probably going to ride this pitcher till his arm falls off. He's been pretty efficient in a couple innings, though. 3rd and 4th inning, he was bad. E-Man fouls that one out of play.
Read it. You're 12 years old. Quit. Next thing you know, he's going to want me to bring the sand toys.
Up high to E-Man. 2. And Granados couldn't catch up to that one.
Oh, he's out of trouble.
2-2 count to Granados. Curveball freezes him. 1 out, nobody on. Peachy with a 1-1, 1-for-1 today. Plunked in the 1st and doubled his last time up. And delivers to Peachy. He can't catch up to that 73-mile-an-hour fastball.
Quicker, AP.
Got it, Avery.
See it come out of his hand.
And Peachy pops that one up and out of play. Gonna go into the track again. Peachy behind 0-2.
Barrel it up, buddy.
Dylan's dad.
And that's outside the ball, 1-2. And Peachy able to hang in with that curveball. Still behind 1-2. And Peachy barrels one up and fouls that one straight back again. He's battling. Still 1-2.
Win the battle, buddy.
Well, buddy, drive through it.
1-2.
Find a gap.
Down low, leaves it alone. 2-2. Dylan Rufner waits on deck. And Peachy falls that one into the track again. Still 2-2.
Yeah, go. Run fast. Come on, Avery.
And Peachy out in front of that curveball. And goes down via the swinging strike out. 2 down. So Rufner up now and pitches outside the ball.
1-0.
All right, Dylan.
And Rufner
You got it, Dylan.
holds up on that, but it hits the corner.
Please stop. Jesus.
And Rufner leaves that one alone.
You didn't even take a shower. No,
Already have to. So then.
And Rufner swung on and missed.
All right, here we go now. Smart here.
And freezes Rufner with a curveball. And the side is retired. So through 5.5, it's the Pumas 3, Waterloo. Rufner tried to overthrow that one, but he's still ahead. 1 and 2. And grounder past first. Shaner hustles to get it in. Peachy wasn't looking.
Middle. Middle.
So leadoff batter aboard again for the Pumas. Runner holds. And line shot out to left. Solid single out there. And runners on first and second with nobody out. Pirates tied it up in the top of the 7th. 1-1 varsity game going on. Rufner misses that outside. And he has. He had third base was stolen as Rufner was looking at Peachy. Peachy kind of had an opportunity to throw to second, but held on to the ball for fear of it going into left center and 2 scoring. So second and third, nobody out. Grounder foul outside of third. And hit the top of the zone at 51. Rufner ahead 1 and 2. And Rufner tries to overthrow that one, gets back to the fence. No advance by the runners. Rufner down low. Ball 3. First base is open to set up the force at every bag. Rufner delivers. Swung on and missed for the first out of the inning. Off the runner and no throw to third. That's in there for a strike at 63. Swung on and missed. 0 and 2.
So they're out there now. Protect.
And Tapper foul outside of third. We'll do it again at 0 and 2. That just misses the outside corner. 1-2. Not a bad waste of a pitch there. Inside a ball. 2-2. Griffner delivers down low. 3-2. It's not a walk yet. A little anxious to get down to first. This is the time you hit the outside corner. Freeze him. And swung on and missed, strike 3. He was ready to slam his bat on the home plate, but thought better of it. So second and third with 2 outs.
They're out there. Hit 'em around now.
Griffner misses the bottom of the zone. And that is right down the middle. Outside of ball. Griffner making Hunter work this half inning. Griffner delivers and a shot over Sayer's head over Rodriguez's head at second. Looking to come home. Ball doesn't come in time, and 2 runs will score on that single. And it's 5-1. Griffner throws over to first. And back in time. Peachy caught that ball a little bit early. And maybe he catches that a little closer to the bag. He might have been out. Griffner delivers home up high. Snap down to first.
Not even anywhere near the bag right.
Coming home. Down low, ball. And Waterloo gets out of the bottom of the 7th and headed to extra innings. Just misses.
Hey, be smart, Sora. Let's go.
Change of pitchers for varsity. Over at first. Runner back in time. Softball victorious today over Columbus 5-4. And run down to second. And dribbles into center field.
Hit the line.
Somebody's got to cover 2.
3-1 the count. With a runner now on third. And that is in there for a strike. And that is ball 4. So walks the leadoff hitter. Runners on first and third now. Probably be off at the first pitch.
No.
All right, better up.
You need to say it louder. Stop it. Turn around. Turn around.
There you go.
Try, Ryan.
Nothing to Ryan. On.
So runners now on second and third.
Where are you gonna head, Dylan? Keep going. At him. Come on, 5.
Pumas with 2 in the inning. And 2 down. And a grounder back to Dylan. Through his gloves. But picked and thrown by Leo Rodriguez. Nice backup on that play. And side is retired. Once again, Pumas with 2 big runs in the 5th. They lead it 5-1 as we head to the
Big doggy.
So Shroud on second now as he stole second on the first pitch. And Mason Reedy with a walk. Runners on first and second for Waterloo in the top of the 8th and nobody out. Hard to call 2 games as I'm trying to do it, as I'm watching the varsity game here, and we're here at Poynette High School with JV. Opening pitch to Hunter is down low and outside, a ball.
Push it.
That is outside, a ball.
Hey, anything outside? Push
2-0.
Push.
And Hunter is plunked in the shoulder. So leadoff man aboard for Waterloo in inning number 7.
Add another HBP. HBP. Hit by pitch.
Brings up Luis Perez Garcia with Hunter on first.
Yeah, he's had more hit back.
That's down low ball. Hunter delayed steal down to second. And he is out.
Why would you even go?
Before you break that, Reese leaves that one alone inside.
Well, they look alike.
3-0 count. Shroud comes around to score. Waterloo with a 2-1 lead for varsity. And up high to Perez Garcia. And another man aboard, but this time with one out. Brings up Chase Ring. Down low, squirts away a little bit, but Perez Garcia holds. And we're going to have a quick coaching visit to the mound. Sell now with a ground out to shortstop, and Reedy comes in to score. Waterloo up 3-1 for the varsity game. That is outside to Chase Ring, ball one. Ring leaves that one alone. 3-0. That misses. That's ball four. So Waterloo with runners on first and second now, with one down. First pitch to Leo is inside corner, a strike. Down low, ball. Varsity heading to the bottom of the eighth, leading 3-1. See who comes out to pitch for him. That's up at the letters for Leo. That is up high. 2-2. That is down low to Leo. Good stop up there by the catcher. Full count to Leo with runners on first and second. Shaner waits on deck. We can get a couple more runners aboard here. We'll be back to the top of the order after Shaner. That's high and back to the fence. And that is a walk. Bases will be loaded now with only one out. And we're going to have another coaching visit to the mound, and this will be a pitching change for the Pumas to try to limit any further damage. Bases loaded and only one down here in the top of the seventh. With the Pumas lead. When you like it, drive it. First pitch to Shaner is in there for a strike at 58 at the top of the zone. That is down low. Good stop by the Puma catcher. Not much room between the back fence and home plate here. Probably maybe 25, 30 feet. That is a curveball up high. Shaner was ready to head out of the batter's box before that ball even came down. Better be careful on that. 2-1. That is up high. 3-1 to Shaner, and Toy waits on deck. And that is hit. Shaner drives in around the old-fashioned way. He earned it. Oh, geez, that's an old commercial. Wow, that's an old commercial. So, second run plated via the hit batter. And only one out. And bases are still loaded, and we're back to the top of the order in Wyatt Toy. That's up high to Wyatt, ball one. And inside to Toy. 2-0. Just a little bit low, 3-0. And that is in there for a strike. And Toy comes up empty. Full count. And that's on the outside corner. And 2 outs in the inning. Where the run in brings up Emmanuel Gonzalez. And Gonzalez leaves that one alone for a strike. That is down low, 1-1 now. Gonzalez leaves that alone. That's 2-1. Granados, excuse me. I said Gonzalez, that's wrong. That is at the knees. 2-2. And Granados foul down the left side. He hopped on that ball. Not sure that would have tied the game up or not. Probably would have brought in at least 2. Strike 3 on the corner. And this game is over. So Waterloo strands the bases loaded. But gets in a run. And lose a heartbreak here in Poynette. On the final score of 5-2. Waterloo Varsity plays at home tomorrow against Random Lake. That is an afternoon game. That game starts at noon. So we will be broadcasting then. Once again, your final score here from Poynette. The JV team goes down